Welcome to Toronto Raptors basketball here in Air Canada Center, and we're going to be coming at you with episode number 2 of the Toronto Raptors My League, guys. Hey, it's Sean, and this is the opening intro, pretty cool by 2K. I'm going to just announce your starting lineup. It's going to be Terrence Ross at the small forward, Kyle Lowry at the point, DeRozan at the shooting guard. Amir Johnson's going to get the start at power forward over Patrick Patterson. I think Patterson has more upside, but Amir Johnson is the more established and probably a higher effort guy. And Patterson is a great sixth man to come off the bench. And then Jonas Valanciunas, the young center. The Raptors picked up the fourth-year option on Valanciunas and the third-year option on Terrence Ross, I believe. So some nice young talent here. Still to go, giving us a couple more years before they hit free agency, probably for big bucks. And our bench is pretty solid as well. We have Gravis Vasquez and Lou Williams. Lou Williams, a great bench player for us. And Gravis Vasquez was also a great player for the Sacramento Kings before coming over to the Toronto Raptors in the Rudy Gay trade. So we're taking on the Atlanta Hawks today. I'm going to give you the opening tip right here. Valanciunas versus Al Horford, and Valanciunas is going to win the tip, and we are underway. Kyle Lowry brings it up court, and where he is going to set up a little play right here as he's just dribbling at the left wing, and he finds Terrence Ross wide open. Perfect release, splash, baby, and that is going to be the first bucket for the Toronto Raptors. Atlanta leads 9-7 now with 5:30 left in the first quarter as Jeff Teague gives it to Paul Millsap. Teague in the top of the key, he's going to give it out to DeMar Carroll, who gives it to Mr. Millsap. Great move inside, and that is going to be a nice fadeaway jumper for Paul Millsap. And now it's 11-9 as the Toronto Raptors answer back, and the Hawks are trying to get something going right here, trying to distance themselves in the early quarters. Millsap at the top of the key, he's going to back down DeRozan, and now he gives out to Teague. Teague, a little fadeaway, no. He can give it to Carroll, and then Teague pump fakes. Lowry jumps, but then he drains the three. That was not really realistic, but that's okay. Good shot by Teague, and 16-11, the Atlanta Hawks lead. Kyle Lowry now in the left wing. He's going to get, he's going to get a little ISO right here on Paul Millsap. A little spin move right there. Great strong finish by Kyle Lowry, one of the strongest point guards in the league. 16-13, Atlanta leads still, and Gravis Vasquez gets a steal now, and Patrick Patterson is running with him, dumps it right off to him, and he rewards the big man for running with him. And let's take a look at the replay. Patrick Patterson, he's going to get the Nike Plus replay, 29-inch vertical, pretty good for a big man right there. One of our up-and-coming stars, and I'm very high about him. And now, 14 seconds left. We're going to get a screen from Mr. Patrick Patterson again. And Gravis Vasquez gives it off to him. Going to give it to Lou Williams. Patterson back to Gravis Vasquez. Good passing by the Toronto offense. DeRozan just backs down Shelvin Mack, I believe. And he drains the buzzer beater. Let's take a look at the replay. Just beautiful shot right there. Just goes in for Mr. DeRozan, who needs to have a big game for us to win this game. And Toronto was leading at the end of the half, but at the end of the quarter, excuse me. But now they're down. Amir Johnson gets the steal, and now DeRozan put that man on a fat head. Look at that dunk right there, just posterizing. I don't even know who that is. Elton Brand. Yeah, he posterized at Elton Brand. What a great job by DeRozan. One of the high-flying acts, and then he says, "I can do it again!" Over Shelvin Mack this time. And we're going to need to have a victims list from the Atlanta Hawks. That is the second victim to be posterized by DeMar DeRozan in this game. Now Toronto going on a bit of a run, up by 2 now. And Jeff Teague, the Raptors killer, apparently, is going to give it out to Al Horford, who misses. So Kyle Lowry dumps it off too. Gravis Vasquez for 3, and he puts it in, giving them a 5-point lead with about 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Toronto still leads by 5. Kyle Korver, a deadly three-point shooter, gives it to Paul Millsap. Off the mark, a rebound by Al Horford. Great effort by him. Puts it back up and in. So the Toronto Raptors are now tied with the Atlanta Hawks after a 5-point swing. And now Kyle Lowry coming off the screen. Going to get a perfect release right there. A nice mid-range jumper. And that's going to be a 36-37 lead for Toronto Raptors. Now it's 43-39, 9 seconds left. Lowry looks for Valanciunas. Bit of a bad pass. Hard to handle right there. T-Dot is going to drive it inside. Give it to DeMar DeRozan for 3, and it is good! So 2 quarter-ending shots by DeMar DeRozan. That's going to lead us to half. And both teams are pretty evenly matched so far. Atlanta's winning the rebound battle, but Toronto is sticking right with them. 49-44 now, and Jeff Teague gives out to DeMare Carroll, who shoots and puts it in. So the Atlanta Hawks get out early and get out to jump to a 8-point lead early in the third quarter. Toronto can easily fix that, especially with DeMar DeRozan in the corner. Easy money right there, 52-47, and that's going to lead us to a timeout, 58-50. Atlanta retakes the lead. Kyle Lowry trying to drive in on Paul Millsap, trying to ISO here, getting a mismatch, and gives it to Amir Johnson, who can't make it, grabs his own rebound, and puts it back up and in. Great job, great hustle by Amir Johnson. So 62-54, the Raptors are trying to cut away at this lead, but it's kind of difficult to do so when the Hawks keep answering back. And again, DeMar DeRozan! Who is it this time? Let's check the replay. It's Paul Millsap again. Paul, just get out of the way, man. It's not that hard. 62-56 now. Jeff Teague drives inside, and he's going to get blocked right there. Patrick Peterson gets the block. However, Paul Millsap on the boards, and he puts it back up and in. 68-63, 5-point deficit now. Toronto's trying to chip away at this lead. Would be ideal to get at least, to cut this lead to single digit, or not single digits, it's already single digits, to about 3 or 2 points, ideally. And they get a steal right there. Shot clock is off. Hansborough going to give it out to DeRozan. Can he make it 3 quarter-ending shots? Yes, he can. Another 3 for DeMar DeRozan, who's having a marvelous day. 68-66, 4 seconds left. As Kent Bazemore, former Laker, former Golden State Warrior, almost makes that half-court heave, as that's not going to be good. 68-66, and beginning of the fourth quarter. This is crunch time. Let's see what they can do right here. Raptors and DeMar DeRozan, no one in his face this time, just dunks it in as Jeff Teague just get out of the way. You don't want to risk a foul. So I think that's 75 or 76-70 as the Raptors are up. I think it's 75-70. And Patrick Patterson back to Gravis Vasquez, who gives it to Terrence Ross. And Ross is going to jab step, takes it inside, and he says, if DeMar DeRozan can dunk, I can dunk too. And he dunks it all over Kyle Korver, who was just a 1 step late. And the Toronto Raptors now have the lead. Paul Millsap is going to put it up, and no good. Raptors have a chance to make this even a 2-possession lead, or at least a 3-point lead. That's exactly what they do. Running the break right there. Patrick Patterson, another dunk. Known for his stretch 4 abilities as a 3-point shooter, but showing that he has some athleticism as well. Jeff Teague, oh my god, this guy's harder to guard than Dwayne Wade. 87-86, a 1-point game. The game hangs in the balance. Can the Toronto Raptors come out of here with a win on opening day? DeMar DeRozan on another dunk. This time, he's going to the other side and dunks it over everyone. A high-flying act for sure. 5 dunks on the game for DeMar DeRozan. 89-80. Raptors would like a basket right here. Running out the clock now. And DeMar finds Kyle Lowry wide open for 3. No good. Hits off the front iron. And I thought the Atlanta Hawks would call a timeout right here, but they don't. DeMare Carroll bringing it up court. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Gives it to Jeff Teague, who has Terrence Ross all up in his face and drains the jumper with 0.2 seconds left. And we're going to try to throw a lob to DeMar DeRozan, who stopped running for whatever reason. And that's going to be how the game ends. On a buzzer beater by Jeff Teague. Definitely a disappointing game for the Toronto Raptors. They did fight hard, scored 90 points. I'm running on 9-minute quarters, so pretty impressive. But the Atlanta Hawks were just too much, as Jeff Teague just went off this game. As he got a double-double, 23 points and 10 assists, I believe. And Al Horford also had a pretty good game, and Paul Millsap just worked the boards, showing off his hustle. And our guys showed heart, but it seemed like the Atlanta Hawks just got a little lucky. It was basically a flip of the coin, and they managed to get the flip of the coin. So, exciting first game, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to leave you with the final box score, team comparison box score. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later. Have a great day, guys.